Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with our lesson number 3, storage of water. Now, what do you mean by storage here? Collection. Okay, collecting the water in a vessel or in some tank. Okay, we will start this lesson with a small experiment, or you can say a small activity also. Okay, now first one, the aim. Aim means what is the purpose for why we are doing this experiment. What we have to prove from this experiment? We have to prove that all the water we get comes from the rain. Which is the main source of water? We have studied, yes, rain. Okay. Some rainwater flows away over the ground. The rainwater which comes down on the earth, some of the water flows over the ground, means on the ground, and some water seeps into the ground. That means some water goes inside the ground. Seeps means goes slowly into the ground. Okay. Now what materials do we require to do this experiment or activity? First one, small hillock of mud. Hillock means a small hill which we will make of mud. Okay. Second one, stones in the schoolyard. You have to collect some stones from your school yard, a area where surface is hard and few stones are kept for making the fence. Okay, on the ground. Third one, watering can. Okay, means a can which with the help of which you would water your plants. Okay, that is called as watering can. Now you have to make here 2 observations. In this activity you have to make 2 observations. First one, pour water on hillock and study how the water flows over the hillock. First you have to pour water and observe the changes or the flow of the water over the hillock. And second one, stop watering and study the changes you observe. In second observation, there will be some points with the help of which you have to make observation. You can study the changes which occur after stopping the water. Okay. Now let's start with the activity or experiment. Make a small hillock of mud. Okay. And stones in the schoolyard. Set some stones in the hillock. You have to make a small hill of mud in front of school and you have to set some stones in the hillock. You can see the stones? Yes. Now see this girl. Pour water over the hillock from a watering can like rain. As if it is raining, you have to pour water on the hillock. See. Use the following points to study how the water flows over the hillock. Now some points will be given with the help of which you have to answer. Means how water flows you will observe. First one, in which directions does the water flow? See the direction of the water. See the arrow is showing the direction. The direction is towards the down. Yes, water flows in downwards direction, isn't it? Yes, very good. Second one, how does water flow on the steeper slopes? Steeper means falling quickly. See the size of the side of the it is falling downwards. You can see that water flows faster on the steeper slope. Slope means going downward. The water also moves fast on such slope. Okay, can you see? Third one, how does it flow on the gentler slopes? Gentler means which is not very slanting. On gentler slopes, water flows comparatively slow. Here the water is flowing very slow because it is straight. Okay, this side of the mountain is very straight. That is why it is going very slow. Fourth one, what happens when the stones cause an obstruction? Obstruction means stone is breaking the flow of the river. You can see that when stone cause an obstruction, the water changes the direction. When the stones come in between the water which is flowing from upward, the water changes its direction where the stone becomes an obstruction. Okay, see. Where do puddles form? Puddles means small holes or what? Pools of water. Small pools of water. The puddles are formed at the places where small pits are formed. Means small holes are there. There the puddles form. Means a pool of water is formed wherever there is pits. Now when does the direction of the flow change? Yes, just now I told you that when obstruction comes. The direction of flow changes when there is obstruction in between the flow of water. Okay. Now stop watering the hillock. Make observations using the following points. Now stop watering the hillock and make the second observations. First one, why did the hillock dry when we stopped pouring water? Why did the hillock dry? Where did the water go? When we stopped pouring water, some water seeped into the soil of hillock and some water got evaporated and hence the hillock dried. Yes, because of the sun's heat, some water evaporated, become vapor and they mixed with the air, and some got seeped into the, went slowly into the hillock mud. Okay. How long did the hillock take to dry? How long did the hillock take to dry? Almost an hour. An hour is 1 hour and 60 minutes. Okay. Means 1 hour is also called as 60 minutes. We have studied this. Yes. Which part of the hillock dried quickly? Which part? You can see clearly that the stones at the bottom of hillock dried quickly because from the stone the water flows away. That is why the water there dries quickly. Okay. Which part took longer to dry? Obviously, the soil of hillock took longer to dry because water goes slowly inside. Seeps means going slowly inside. Okay. Why did it take longer to dry? The water in hillock took longer time to evaporate. Okay. Hence it longer to dry. Okay. Hence it took longer to dry. Now you realize that some rainwater flows away over the ground from this activity. Yes. Okay. And where the other water go? Some water seeps into the ground. All the water we get comes from the rain. Now it is proved that whatever water we get comes from the rain only. Some flows away on ground and some goes inside the ground. Okay. Now the rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months. Along with us, all other living things also use this water all year around. Rainy season is for how many months? 3 or 4 months. And who uses water? All the living things, not only us, animals and plants also use water all the year around. Means the whole year they need water. So if we do not store water, we will not have enough water for our needs. So it is necessary to store water because we get rain only for 3 to 4 months. Okay. So if we don't store water, we will not get enough water for our needs. We have many purposes for which we from which we get help of water. We use water. There are many uses of water. Yes or no? For drinking, cooking, washing, you need water. Yes. Okay. That is why we have to save water. Water must be used economically. Economically means very carefully. In this lesson, we will see different ways of storing water, means of collecting water and saving it for future use. Okay. What we have learned here in this part of video. All the water we get comes from the rain. The rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months. All living things use water all year around. We should store and save water. Thank you so much. Do like, comment and share for more videos. And do not forget to subscribe my channel.